Hello from the 2019 Global Legal Hackathon Finals Gala in New York City. My name is Laurence Colletti. I'm the host for today's show. And I've got another panel joining us today. They are all the way from Germany. So is it Frankfurt, you guys? Frankfurt, Germany?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So we have 4 people. Did I count them right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 4 people sitting at the table with me. So I'm going to start to my left like I usually do with Marianna. Where do you work? What do you do?
I'm product manager now, but I'm actually trained as a lawyer. I've been doing legal consulting for over 5 years. And then I decided to switch gears and went into product and project management. And that's what I've been doing for 1.5 years.
Excellent. And where are you from?
I'm from originally from Ukraine, but have been living in Germany for many years.
All right, same question. Axel.
I'm a self-employed software engineer and consultant from Vienna. Almost 2 decades of experience. I enjoy working in different fields with different companies.
And so I understand you're the one Austrian on a German team.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm the only Austrian in the whole event. But I wondered why there's no team from Austria, or why there's no one interested there. But yeah.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a very special Austrian.
Yes. All right, how about you, Betty?
Hi, I'm a legal engineer at a globally working enterprise. I'm in a team called Process and Technology Management, and we're doing all the legal tech implementation and all the process optimization for our legal and compliance department.
All right, and Christian?
Yeah, I'm a legal engineer too, so I'm working with Wolters Kluwer in Germany, and they're in the innovation and UX team. So innovation normally is my daily business, but not the way it was with the Global Legal Hackathon. So new experience.
All right, and Christian, Benny, you guys from the same town?
No.
No.
Oh, I thought you guys were from the same town, so I apologize. So, Benny, where are you from?
I'm from near Nuremberg, Erlangen.
Awesome. Christian?
I live in the Saarland near Saarbrücken, and I'm working in Cologne.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Now, I know your team is called Uthority.
Right.
And so, obviously, you're here at the hackathon. I mean, it's amazing that we were just taught, David Fisher was just presenting on how many numbers we started with versus where we are right now. And we are down to the final 12 teams. You guys made it. Thousands of people, 6,000, I believe, participants when we first started. So, congratulations on making it this far so far.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, so I want to know more about your product. You guys are here to pitch. You guys are the last pitch of the night, so no pressure there.
Yeah.
They save the best for last.
That's right. That's right. So tell me about let's get the 50,000 foot. What does Uthority do?
So Uthority is an app for normal people, normal users, which is supposed to simplify the legalese in the official letters from governmental authorities. So basically, the user can take a picture of a letter, and the app will provide a short summary in a clear, plain language. So everybody could understand what they are looking at. And then the app also shows you your rights and your next steps, and also what kind of risk is connected to this type of letter. Because what we realize that many people just underestimate the legal problem, or they don't identify it as a problem. That's why if they don't know they have a problem, they will never look for a lawyer. So we are not trying to eliminate the lawyer. Rather, we want to give the power back to the people, so with understanding, they can make an informed decision whether to engage a lawyer at all or to deal with the issue on their own. And for those who want to deal with the issue on their own, we provide templates to compose a response to this particular official letter.
So walk me through the process. How does it work? Listen, I'm having a problem. I've got a document from a government agency that says, I don't know, my dog is causing a problem in the neighborhood. And so now I've got to pay an enormous fine. I think it's way too much for the amount of annoyance my dog causes. What's the next step?
Yeah, the first thing is you just take a picture of the letter, because normally you don't know whether it was a dog. You actually know it was a dog, but you don't know whether the fine was okay or it was too high or anything like that. So we translate the letter. You just take the picture, we translate it into normal English, and then you can go on with it. So you can ask a lawyer via our contacts. You can, as Marianna already said, use the legal response composer to answer. And yeah, that's more or less the things you can do with it. We are helping you to get the answer to your authority.
But one of the functionality is the traffic light system, because we want kind of to label the importance or the urgency of the letter. And for example, if there are known cases that some letters are prone to mistakes, or for example, overpayments, like in this case of a fine, we will notify the user, this is the fine, but please make sure to consult a lawyer because oftentimes this and this happens. So we want kind of to provide even more information next to the summary of the document.
So kind of like a FAQ, frequently asked questions portion of each type of legal problem?
Yeah, exactly. It's some kind of knowledge base where all the references, for example, to law, to regulations, there you can gather more information about it. And also the types of notifications from authorities typically have typical problems. And we are providing some background information of what's normal there, what's not normal, and just to be able to have a first sight, is it okay, is it not okay, and what to do.
You guys have a viable working product right now?
We did a prototype for the very first event in Frankfurt, where we tried to get the most important components of the technical system working in a simple way, so that anyone can have an impression of what the product does, so that you can show more and explain less. And I think it worked for them.
So basically, the current prototype has summarized the most widely spread official letters. Because what we did, we conducted a survey during the hackathon in Frankfurt and got already initial responses, which letters people receive most often. So we just picked up those type of letters and analyzed it, because we wanted to start with rule-based system and then slowly transition into machine learning. So we are at the part when we work with rules. We kind of label the document and then provide the summary based on those known letters, and then later on we will be able to identify unknown letters just by leveraging machine learning and natural language processing.
Yeah, and to answer your question in short, no, it's not really MVP at the moment, but we are preparing it, so it should be released in the first half of 2019. So we are working on it, but it's not yet there.
But the best of it, we already have a partner to work with or to test our case. This is a small NGO in Switzerland, and it's like kind of more or less manageable case, because there are only 3 types of letters. So that's where we can get initial feedback from real customers, how they engage with the app and which functionality is missing. And then based on this feedback, we will walk our way through a minimal marketable product.
So there's interest in turning this into a real business model.
Yeah, so it went really serious really fast, because we got contacted right at the event from different companies because they got interest. And what we didn't realize initially, because we focus at the beginning, we focus on the user, like a normal person, but there is a lot of potential in B2B area, because the basic technology that we use in backend, which is recognizing the letter and recognizing the words, and then extracting certain information, which we'll later process on for generating the response. So in the essence is data extraction and data structuring. And this technology can be used, one of the use cases could be contract analytics, because we can extract metadata and then transform it and forward wherever the client wants to have it, in which kind of system or through which interface, send it over. And the other use case, which we actually learned in the event, there was a company doing with pensions in China, and they have a problem that many clients send them fake documents. So with a rules-based system, we can also be able to identify a fake. This is also another, but in the essence, extract, structure, transform.
So what's the scale plan? So I heard Germany, I heard partnering up with someone in Switzerland, and I heard China. So what's the plan? What are the next jurisdictions that you're going to go to?
One of the plans we are doing next week is that we are presenting our app at the conference in Madrid with IACCM, the International Association on Commercial Contract Management, and they asked us to show them what we do. So that's really what we are doing in the next week. But on the long term, first comes Germany. We already translate the letters or more or less the summary into English. So perhaps English should be your first start, but more languages are to come, sure, because it could scale everywhere.
I think Austria should be the next.
All right, let's have one last question for you. Run out of time, and obviously you guys need to get going, get ready for your presentation. So if our listeners want to reach out, learn more about the product you've created, how can they find you?
Yeah, so we have a dedicated app where you can find all our information and download our first prototype. It's Uthority.de, and our email address is info@uthority.de. And you can also find us on all social media. Twitter is Uthority App, LinkedIn is Uthority, and Facebook is Uthority as well. And my personal contact information on LinkedIn is Marianna Matokhniuk with KH and EUK.
All right, Axel.
Okay, Axel Goldmann is my name. Axel is like in Axel Rose, but with an E, and Goldmann is like in Goldman Sachs with double N. That's on LinkedIn.
Awesome. Benny.
Also on LinkedIn, and unfortunately I do not have the prominent references like Axel, but it's Benjamin Polster.
All right, Christian.
So for me, it's Christian Hartz. Hartz is written Hartz, and it's also LinkedIn.
Well, we've reached the end of the road for today's episode, but I want to thank our guests for joining us today. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for having us.
Also want to thank our listeners for tuning in. If you like what you heard, please subscribe, rate, and review us in Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or your favorite podcasting app. I'm Laurence Colletti, signing off from the 2019 Global Legal Hackathon Finals Gala. Until next time, thank you for listening.
If you'd like more information about what you've heard today, please visit LegalTalkNetwork.com. Subscribe via iTunes and RSS. Find us on Twitter and Facebook, or download our free Legal Talk Network app in Google Play and iTunes. The views expressed by the participants of this program are their own and do not represent the views of, nor are they endorsed by, Legal Talk Network, its officers, directors, employees, agents, representatives, shareholders, and subsidiaries. None of the content should be considered legal advice. As always, consult a lawyer.